In this video, we are going to continue the creation of the web application. And this is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. This is where we stopped, or here. The next thing we want to do is to load it to achieve this effect. Okay. So the information is already loaded. All we need to do is put in the first. So this one is the product code. This is the product code. This is product name. And this is the price. This is the list price. Okay. So let me first put in the product. Oh, before I forget, okay, your drop-down list, in order for the drop-down list to update the content, you have to add postback equal to true for the drop-down list. So I'm just going to add the drop-down list auto postback equal to true. You can add it anywhere, so I'm just going to put it here. Make sure you have a space, okay? All right, so this one is very important or else it won't work. So let's do the ID first. I'm just going to copy and paste. Of course, you should. Sorry, I'm going to create some space there. So I'm going to add some BR tags here. I'm just going to copy and paste. Of course, you should. You can type it in or things like that. And then I'm going to create an ID called product data. Which is equivalent to which is mainly for formatting here. Okay, which is mainly for control the width and flow left, so that later I can put image on the right. So that's what the ID is for. All right, and I'm going to create a label called LBL ID. It has two purposes. Okay, one purpose obviously again is for formatting. Okay, another purpose is for the file here. Okay, to put the data there. All right, so I'm going to save first, and I'm going to change the order.asps.cx file. The first thing I want to do is to create a C# object, okay, and I'm going to save this object in the app. I'm going to save this object in the app code folder. The object should look like this, which is basically just to get to store the data so that I can move them around. Okay. Right. So there are many ways of creating this file. One way is just go to the folder and just do a new file, new text document, and then you can copy the files. So for this case, I'm just going to do a new text document, and I'm going to rename it to product.cs. Okay, and then I'm going to just, you can do it in Visual Studio or Notepad++. I'm just going to do it in Notepad++. And I'm going to copy the files here. Copy the stuff from here to here. Okay. Save your work. So this is a product class that can be used to pass information around in Visual Studio. So let me go back to the Visual Studio. and I can just go to the F code and do a reload, and I can see my product.cs is created and the code is there. Okay, so let me go back to my order. I'm going to add a little bit of code here. The first is I'm going to create a object called selected product, which is of the product class. I think I will need to use system.data as well. And then I'm just going to copy the code. The code can be found here. Okay. So I'm just going to copy the code instead of typing so that the video won't take forever. All right. I'm going to, so if it's not post back, I'm going to do data binds. Okay. And that is going to use a get product method. And I need to load the data to bind it to it, so I'm going to go back to my order, and my drop-down list name was called drop-down list 1. That's not good. I'm going to give you a name called DDL products. So I'm going to bind this to the code here. Okay, and then I'm going to create another method called get selected products. And this get selected products need to return something, okay, which is of the type product, which is defined in product.cs. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pull the data. All right. Data view source select and then get the first row. We're going to say product code equal to something. Okay. And we are going to pull all information and save into. We're going to create a new product object called P. We are going to get all the data types and return it. Save into selected products. And then we are going to get the product ID, convert it to a string, and get into and output it into this location by using the ID, LBL ID. Save your work. So now, if you go back to here, you should be able to use the drop-down list to pull data to be displayed here. The next thing we want to do is to finish a couple of other things. So this is LBL ID. The next thing I want is the code. So I put the label code here. Okay, save. And then come over here. I'm going to, because all this is returned and saved into selected product. So the next guy you want is just product code. So you get a product code. Save your work. Okay, so you get your product code. The next thing is your product name. So I'm going to get a product name. Okay. Product name obviously is this one, which is return to selected products. So you get your product name. And then finally is the price. Okay. So I'm going to create an ID. And I'm going to get the list price is here. So to get the list price, I have to do a to-string convert currency or something, and add each at the back. Okay, let's see what's wrong. I haven't saved the file, so make sure you save this file. Okay, then come over here and you get the price. So you have that will change. Okay. Of course, the next step will be to pull the image and add a quantity and create a shopping cart. So the next step will be the image. Image is a little bit more complicated, so I'm going to stop the video here and create an image in the next video. Thanks for watching.